Now, here's your host, Johnny Radio himself, John Harden.
What it is, baby. What it is. No, what it is, baby. What it is. I gotta go. Never wanna change, but you still there. Laying down, bending over. Break it down, back it up. I just got you a flight, a couple that don't gas me up. And now you think the word is in your hands, you're acting up. Yeah, my bad as and I got you.
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a hump day, baby. The weather looks really nice, doesn't it? Like, man, it kind of almost makes me feel like April and we should be talking about spring training and baseball when I got up this morning.
Or playoff basketball.
Well, you know what I mean? No, because February and March, no, dude, when I absolutely see it's devastatingly cold, I know I'm sitting in and watching basketball all damn day.
This is true.
But we have, I think, a fun show for you today. Special show for you today. Because today, my former producer, Jay Morgan Harder.
That's my guy.
He's funnier than Cooter Brown. Love him to death.
Basketball head, too.
That dude, he's a basketball coach.
Yeah.
Hoops head.
Yes, sir.
But guess what he wants to talk about today?
What's that?
The NFL coaching carousel. He said he's got a rant to go on about everything that went down.
I've always did enjoy his rants because he'll pop off.
I mean, I miss his bell. Do you remember the bell? They used to, oh my God. Like a lot of people, I had Gabe Kuhn, who was a fabulous producer, CJ Hurt. God, I shouldn't start saying names because now I'm going to start feeling guilty. Darian Newsom, who, of course, you know I love.
That's my guy.
Johnny Blessings, Dacus. I could go on for a couple days because I'm a nice guy. I help my producers get gigs.
I mean, I'm a part of that roster too, sir.
Oh, man, Zach. Man, of course I got Zach. Man, I love me some Zach. Dude.
Hello, Zebo.
Dude, it's too many for me to even remember now that I think about it. I'm actually trying to think of who was CJ, wasn't it? Yeah, CJ was the first person I hired as my producer. But anyway, the whole point is Jay brought a level of enthusiasm, and I feed off of people.
Yeah.
It literally some days sounded like a high-speed chase,
Yeah, it did.
or two dudes who just like fell into a Breaking Bad episode, and what's his name, Jesse, just hooked us up. Like it's a lot of fun. So if you didn't hear those days with my man Jay Morgan, 12 o'clock today, he's going to join the program. I really think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, if you were under a rock or maybe just paying attention to college basketball or the NBA, I feel like it was a matter of about 45 minutes that it feels like everybody and their grandmother lost their job.
Yeah, that's usually about how long it takes, especially after Black Monday.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was 1, then 2, then 3, and I was like, wow, man, like they got coaching opens and vacancies.
No sooner than I dropped you off yesterday, and I pulled up in my own driveway, and I saw our guy Moshe they got rid of Harbaugh.
Yep.
It's like, oh, word?
And all I keep thinking about is that kicker, bro. Like, what is it like if he actually does his damn job? One, I'm sitting on a stack of cash. Well, actually, I would have paid off the Christmas credit card. But he missed it. And then John, after 18 years, man. Like, 18 years is a long time. Did you know that he started working there as the head coach before I started working here at Sports 56?
Long time, man. Like you just said.
I mean, I sometimes freak out. I've been here since, August of 2010 or 11? 10. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that feels like a long time, but it's gone by so quick. But, man, coaching ain't something that goes by quick because you kind of hold on to those wins and those losses. And there's only one coach every single year who goes into the offseason actually happy.
And I'm not saying this from a critical standpoint. It's just more of an observational thing. Today's sports culture is really unforgiving, and they don't have a longer leash for coaches who have championships.
And it is a testament that he's been there 18 years. Mike Tomlin's also been there forever, and he's also one of those guys. Like, all the other coaches are looking at them like, damn, bro, how do I survive as long as you win? And I think that's the problem with John Harbaugh and why he got the axe yesterday. It was, and I hate saying I just did it again. Sorry for that. It was just time, because there's something that happened where they lost their defensive prowess and basically their identity. I hate to say this because I like Todd Monken. He's a good dude.
That's probably where
he screwed up.
Yeah.
3 straight seasons.
Well, that's where the report was that that's where the snag was with Biscotti and Harbaugh.
And basically also Lamar. And,
yeah.
I mean, again, you're up 15 in the fourth quarter, Todd. How about Derrick Henry get 1 touch? One.
Just one.
I mean, damn, dog. Do you know who Derrick Henry is and what he does to the defense when they're already winded and gassed in the fourth quarter? He's a truck, a literal truck. He's just a man, but Dacus' first truck was this little bitty red thing. I guarantee you he could floor it, and Derrick Henry would push that junk backwards. That's how he is. And Todd Monken screwed him there. Todd Monken didn't hand the ball off against the Kansas City Chiefs in the postseason when they had home field advantage in the AFC Championship game. Should have gone to the Super Bowl. That is the game Zay Flowers did fumble right before he went across the goal line. But again, only 8 times did the running backs touch the football when they were the number 1 rush team in football. Like, it was a weird game plan. And I mean, Lamar Jackson, if you want him to drop back 50 times, I'm fine with that. He's a great thrower of the football. He also can take a play and make it, like Trinidad, and how cute it was. Not cute. How awesome he was in the Sugar Bowl and stuff like that. I don't know if you know this. Lamar has been doing that in the National Football League.
Right. I mean.
So I'm not, like, saying that I don't understand why it is that you would want to bring Lamar Jackson and put the ball in his hands every single play and let him make a decision. But again, in a defensive game against the Kansas City Chiefs, which was like a 17 final or 2019, something that in such a defensive football game where Chris Jones and that Kansas City defense were doing their work. Pat, and be honest, Baltimore's defense was doing just as much work, if not more. But they would screw everything up when they got in the red zone. And again, I look, and it always falls back on the head coach, John Harbaugh. But I always, for some reason, the last few years, I just keep kind of side-eyeing Todd Monken.
You looked a little deeper than just what the surface level of the narratives were. This is why we are who we are. This is why myself, Bo Schefter, Germ So True, 94 Feet of Light Views, we refer to ourselves as the lab guys. We look a little deeper into detail on things. It's just like yesterday when I asked you about the possibility of Tomlin going upstairs, you immediately was like, no.
Shut it down.
And you broke down the personality as to why. And I'm like, perfectly good sense.
I mean, could you see Mike Tomlin at the Underwear Olympics trying to grade people's hip turns and... Like, are you kidding me? This dude was so fired up watching all the hitting that was going on in that field.
He's a coach, man.
He's a freaking football coach. He was born to do it, and he does it.
And I wasn't asking as a suggestion. I was just like, what do you think? And
Ozzie Newsome has the perfect type personality for the head front, a front job. Everybody knows the fabulous job that Howie Rosenberg has done in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that was all the fun.
Like, dude, hey, get a bunch of Georgia defensive tackles and linebackers, and I don't know if you know.
Lose them, rinse, repeat, do it again. Go back to the Super Bowl.
Hey, you keep putting my uncle on the hook for that. You know, Ozzie's not the GM anymore, right? You know he's.
I know that, but Ozzie was the one who went with John when it all started, when they went from Cleveland to Baltimore. It was Ozzie. Yeah. He was in there.
And I'm pretty sure they didn't ask him that, or he did not sign off.
Ozzie's the guy who got in Ray Lewis, and Ozzie's the dude who got
Boulware and all those guys we were talking about.
And Ozzie's the one who had the cojones to go get a kid out of Delaware named Joe Flacco.
Ozzie's first 2 draft picks for that organization are Hall of Fame guys.
When they read
Ogden, and Ray Lewis.
Both in the first round.
And by the way, I'm not the historian. It's
Hell
Jay
of a
Haynes.
resume.
I was just saying I was
Yeah,
so
hell
proud
of a
that I knew
resume.
both of them, and I'm not the historian that you.
Hey, you had good history yesterday. You knew wasn't Fran Tarkenton. Who was it that
he was
he
on.
knew had the Heisman yesterday?
Yeah, that was
From the Raiders.
Jim Plunkett.
Oh,
Plunkett. See, you knew that? Yeah, you hit that out of the park.
oh, thank you.
Hey, but while you're talking about great coaches, can I give a shout out right quick?
Football.
It is football.
Okay.
Whitehaven.
Is he a part of your family?
Whitehaven.
Give it to me.
Whitehaven, Coach Rodney Salisbury, after 22
I like
years.
Rodney.
Last night, Doc Holliday reported on my TV show, WMC Action News 5, which you've been on, so save that saliva.
No, that was.
Every time you do that, I'm going to remind you that I put you on TV.
I was not doing it for
Who
your
else has put you on TV?
channel.
All those producers you just named. Who else put you on Channel 5?
Ben
Oh,
Hogan.
okay.
I've been on
Ben
every
don't
one
count.
of them.
Being a monster, you can't do that one. Being a monster, you can't do that. But anywho, Coach Rodney Salisbury, he's out from Whitehaven High School football after 22 years, but he's retiring from high school, but he's staying within the City Rams. He's reached out to Coach Huff, or Coach Huff reached out to him. Not sure how that went, but he'd be the high school talent evaluator for the University of Memphis going forward. So
Hold
salute.
up.
Yes, sir. Go for it.
For real?
Yeah.
For real,
hey,
real.
and it is so smart by Coach Huff because when
I
you're a new
agree.
guy, you have to get
Yeah, you
someone
now
from
know
the
Memphis.
city.
You got
You
to
gotta
get
get somebody.
Memphis.
Yes.
Perfect
Man.
connect
Yes.
for that
So
too.
someone smart in that organization told Coach Huff, go to Whitehaven, retire him. He's ready.
I'm a
He's
Haven guy, although I didn't go to Whitehaven.
Yeah.
I'm a Central guy as far as school goes,
Yeah.
but I'm well versed in that Whitehaven community.
And you're not old enough to have run the wing tee with my man Ken Netherland. That was Hillcrest. Never mind.
I ran it for Al Kate.
You're right.
Just as old. Rest in peace to Coach K.
Yeah, that news was broke by John Varley, who
But
comes on.
I know countless dudes that played in that program that came through it, even before he was the head
Is
coach,
that
and they
Charles's
all
first
revere
time?
him in that same way. My cousin, who just finished up his sixth season of college football out in Colorado, won a state championship at Whitehaven as well on the 2016 team.
So now, historian, as I was perusing Mr. John Varley's Twitter, the questions on
Shout out
Varley's
to JV too. I
Yep,
like JV.
He broke it. Now the question is who replaces him? And as I was perusing down his Twitter, one obvious name popped up. Can you guess who it was?
Peruse usually.
Yeah, I
on
was
a different
perusing.
Station.
I'm gonna say my man at Germantown.
There it is. So
Gene Robinson.
it's coming from the street reporters, not from John Varley's, but the people on John Varley's Twitter saying, "Hey, Gene Robinson is
Bring that alum
obviously
back home."
bring that alum back home."
Yeah.
Hold on. I had to take my head.
I know. I do. That's why I started talking
So,
better. I know.
What Gene do?
No, we were asking. So now the question is, who replaces him? And Gene Robinson out at Germantown is a much-known Whitehaven
ain't going.
graduate.
I
He's a
don't think-
Whitehaven graduate, John.
I don't think he.
That's
gonna
like you
Okay.
coming home.
Okay, again, can I just tell
Go
you
ahead.
this? and just
Germantown
be
got different
honest with you?
resources.
Yeah, but
Thank
they
you, that's
but they
what I
couldn't
was
get
gonna
past
say.
Southwind last year. They resources didn't win them a state.
He ain't been there long enough.
If you ain't
They
first,
were-
you're last, John.
That's
Come
a
on
fact.
home.
Ricky Bobby told me that.
But
Ricky Bobby, that's
he
why I
could
like you.
he could come home and restore order though.
Come
You
home
think
and
he
restore.
would do that? I
He
think
could-
I just
I'm
feel
not saying
like
he
Germantown
will, but he
would
can.
Whitehaven is thriving now.
kind
They
of
have a
deep in
Starbucks,
that
John.
pocket. You know what I mean?
We got a Starbucks right
They have a
across the street.
Starbucks right across the street.
from school.
Like you got to come on home. The neighborhood is thriving.
Been a
now,
while,
John.
man. I need to.
It has been a while, but it would be a good look if he were to do it. I'm not saying he will, but it would be cool to
And
see.
he's able to pay players, right? They in high school, can't
Hey,
get paid.
you
Can't
wanna
say.
know that?
Can't
The
say.
same-
Whoa.
He had a car. What was that?
I was getting
What was the commercial he had in the week of the Southwind game?
He had a commercial.
Yeah.
Coach Gene.
Yeah.
How does it?
Him and Southwind coach, they had a commercial
It was
the week of the
both
game.
of them together the week of the game.
I can't remember
I
the
can't
name
either.
of the
901
restaurant. The one that's on Getwell, though.
360
Right there on Getwell and Shelby Drive. I can't
Toyota?
think of the name of it.
Shelby Drive's got more.
You talking about car
potholes,
place?
Lord.
No, it's
Oh.
a food joint.
Oh, food joint. Okay.
Fast food joint.
Is it Jax?
Jax.
Jax.
Yeah, they had a Jax commercial.
That's right.
Look
And
at
it was
him.
pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of, they led it as a promo up to their big game, which Southwind ran roughshod, unfortunately. But, and I say unfortunately because I had a cousin that's on the Germantown side of things that night. But
Jax,
it would
if
be cool to come
y'all
on.
need someone to promote, nobody better than Johnny Radio, Jax. I'm just saying.
Oh, by the way, Jim Beam stole my stuff. I forgot to tell you this. I was
What?
so pissed. I was
Jimmy
so-
Beam?
All right. For what is it? 5 years now I've had Tito's. And who was the one who said and wrote and told him and like all the sayings that I say? But y'all know probably the one I say the most. If life hands you lemons, Don't freak out, don't fret, don't stress. Just make a lemon drop. Make sure it's with the best.
They
And that's
ripped that?
Tito's handmade vodka.
They ripped that from you.
Bro, I was sitting there watching
gotta hear
Nevada
this.
and
Come
San
on.
Diego State last night on FS1, flipping back and forth from, NBA, college, back and forth. And I don't usually watch a whole lot of commercials, to be honest with you, because I'm checking to see scores on other games. But you know how it is sometimes. You could be watching 5 games on 5 different channels, but they all on commercials.
Yeah, we hate that part. We hate
So
that.
I'm stuck on one channel. I'm like, well, I got my most money on this game, so I'm just going to leave it here. And then all of a sudden, a Jim Beam commercial pops up. I need to Google it. You might have to play it. And it's
Go for it. I try to look for it.
and it's like they got a new lemonade or something. But I almost had a conniption fit last night in the house because I was like, those SOBs, 150% has heard my ish. Some marketing chick, somebody stole this because no, it ain't patent. I don't have no
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
But there is a nice picture floating around of you animated with Tito's. So I'm just saying.
They downloaded the Sports 56 app in their Play Store.
They did.
They tuned in.
They got sports56whpq.com.
And you sure it was Jim Beam, right? I'm looking for it. It was Jim Beam? That's what I'm
It's a
searching?
new Jim Beam
Gotcha.
lemonade.
All right.
It's a commercial, and tell me if they didn't steal
They tuned in
my
from 11 to 1.
freaking line.
And after they did that, John, they came to the city and they went and got some Los Cabos. I'm just letting you
I know for a fact right there at Summer and Graham. By the way, it's 11:21. You could have been sitting at Los Cabos
For 20
for an
minutes.
hour
Oh,
and
20,
21
right.
minutes
Right.
eating their lunch specials that are $6 to $11. $7 to $11 is what I say, but it's like $6.99.
You can get drunk before.
Dude, that's what I was going to say. 550 premium shots of tequila all day long, all day strong. You don't have to wait till happy hour, but they do have a great happy hour from 3 to 8. Appetizers and their margaritas that start at just $3.99. And they got TVs right there at the bar, so you can sit there and keep your sport on.
So tomorrow, if you wanted in moves like that, you can go over there from 3 to 8, get your little entree,
Yeah.
catch your little Old Miss Miami,
Mm-hmm.
whole deal, get you a few of those $3.99 margaritas.
Yep. And that's how you start your day off right.
Play away right there.
That is the player way. Now, while Darian's looking for these people who stole my idea, I did want to bring up Ole Miss and a couple things because I do have a lot of people out there who are happy, overly happy,
I saw Evie on the
and
flight.
confused.
She
Oh,
took a
did
picture.
you?
She took a picture of her with the wing. You can see the wing
On
from
the
out
way
her
to Glendale?
window.
Yeah, I was talking to her. She was, man, she's so excited. But the thing I was going to tell you is, so here's just an example of one of my text messages. And I'll just grab, let's just say, Mary Helen's. Hello, Mary Helen. I hope you're listening. So I get text, is this for real? And it's basically, one of the SEC network, not networks, but one of the SEC Unfiltered or whatever, like apps.
I like those little joints.
Yeah, and of course that Chris Marler guy who's always popping stuff out there. Like he's, tweeted out, total players lost in the transfer portal by SEC teams as of 1/7/2026. And it talks about Auburn having the most at 33. Middle of the pack is your South Carolina at 21. And at the very, 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 very bottom, it's Ole Miss with 3. Okay? And all I keep hearing is this real? Like we are keeping everybody? We re-signed Lacey? Yeah, you did. Trinidad, when he gets approved for another year, if he does,
He's
with
getting
air
approved. We
quotes,
calling it. We claim it.
yeah, dog. He
He's
didn't play
getting
one
approved.
play. Not one play. Has 91 pages of medical documents. Again, I think he was like one of those dudes. Got the what is it when you kiss? He probably the first time he ever kissed a girl, and you get that thing. What's the kissing sickness?
Hickey. Oh, the
No,
mono.
the
Mono,
hickey.
mono.
Mono.
You were rubbing your neck.
thought you were gonna say fever
I
blister.
was rubbing my neck. I was like, not the hickey, not the hickey.
I thought you meant fever blister.
Oh no, that's called.
I was kissing, man.
Don't go. Don't do the figure 8 on that one.
Oh, okay.
Fact ladies, if you see a dude with a fever blister, just stay away for a week. I'm not a doctor either, but just it's the only way I can figure out how it goes from your. Never mind. I was gonna say from one. Never mind. I completely forgot what I'm talking about because I was thinking about I guess my lips. Oh, Ole Miss. Thank you. Oh, by the way, both of y'all, thank y'all so much for the help with that pause right there when I was like, literally, what was I talking about? So all my Ole Miss peeps.
That's like daily.
Yes, that's true. But usually y'all actually pay enough.
Yeah, no, because remember yesterday when we talked too much, we almost got fired. You remember it? so sometimes we have to follow suit.
Every day's a different day, okay? It's a high-speed chase.
All right, Fat Joe. We know it ain't the price from yesterday.
Hey, at least I don't look like Diddy. Love you in the morning and beat your ass in the afternoon.
This is true.
Make you do like 48-hour one-time sessions with. Never mind. But all the people who are texting about, and then you see like some of the Lane Kiffin stuff out here. Lane Kiffin with all the Ole Miss players that were supposedly following him to LSU. One of my favorite Twitter follows is now LSU Twitter. There are just certain people in life who are actually real, but you just can't believe they're real because they're that either awesome, cool, different, a little weird. And Baton Rouge Twitter, I will be playing this a little bit later. I have to make sure that it doesn't cuss as much as I think.
One of my favorite videos.
But see this guy right here?
Yeah.
This is Bo BK Boone. He is at Ole Miss BK. Okay, do you see this guy right here? He's a trip. He's funny.
Show Twitter World, man.
Twitter World.
Twitter
Now,
World.
he's talking about LSU recruiting, okay? And you know, people in LSU right now are freaking out.
Yeah.
Because Trinidad ain't coming. Austin Simmons going to Missouri. Lane Kiffin has already, quote, tampered possibly on multiple occasions.
What about player
which
from?
I don't think LSU fans should also worry about when the NCAA start enforcing anything.
What about player from Arizona State?
They were sitting at the basketball game, chilling like a villain. You're talking about Sam Levitt. They were sitting at the basketball game. It was Landry's boyfriend, the Whit Weeks linebacker.
Weeks, yeah.
It was Sam Levitt, and it was the wide receiver or running back, Darian Williams.
Okay.
And they're all sitting there courtside, you know, and while all this stuff is going on, he's also tweeting another quarterback possibly to come down there. I'm going to tell you, LSU, he didn't want, the reason there's so many players that are in the portal for LSU versus Ole Miss is LSU ain't been playing in a long time. Ole Miss is still playing. I don't know if you remember, but last year, the national championship game between Ohio State and Notre Dame, it was 20 players. Either the day before, like I can't remember when the portal closed. Was it the day after the national championship game or the day before the national championship game? But to that last moment, like 20 hats got thrown in. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Look, there's going to be some people.
Well, it's like free agency. They're going to test the water. That don't mean they're not going back to Oxford.
Doesn't mean they're not. They just want more money. That's all they want. Money, money, money. And I get it. But yes, while we're all Ole Miss fans and we're playing tomorrow against Miami, we're celebrating. We're planning to go to Miami, Florida for the national championship game.
I got something for you for Ole Miss.
What you got?
If your leg was healthy, do you know how you would have traveled?
Yeah, I would have flown.
No. Do you know how Ole Miss got there?
Hope a charter jet like normal.
Yeah, they flew New England Patriots owner.
Nuh-uh.
They did that.
They did that They did it to the Sugar Bowl too.
They went to New Orleans with it too.
Robert Kraft.
Robert Kraft flight. And the reason is because of Joe Judge.
$1 million and Joe Judge.
It's because of Joe Judge.
By the way, and I got audio. I really wish I could play today. Did you hear the interviews at the Fiesta Bowl with Trinidad interviewing Lacey? And then Joe Judge talking about Charlie Weiss Jr. and taking shots at Lane. Now, dude, the Fiesta Bowl is probably, and I know it's because Ole Miss is my team. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was petty. That was jab.
The Joe Judge quote about living next door to Aaron Hernandez was classic.
Oh
though.
man! But shout out to Joe Judge. He's the reason that they got Robert Kraft playing, and I'm pretty sure you would have found a way to get him.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I know I feel better than I would have because I know they're going to be relaxed. I bet you 20 women from the Orchid Day Spa, where Robert Kraft frequents,
It's already on the plane.
we're on the plane just awaiting. We got to take a quick time out. We're going to change our gears. Again, we got Dustin Starr. We're going to talk a little wrestling. Jay Morgan Harder's coming on because as I did start talking about the NFL coaches that were fired yesterday, like Pete Carroll and John Harbaugh and 2 other coaches we'll get into here in just a second. We're going to have a fun noon rant from Jay Morgan Harder, 12:30 Wood, and then gambling at the end. Jay Ham, he's the basketball dude. He has your bets. Don't touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
You have opinions?
I think it's over.
Of course you do.
I don't think it's that simple.
Everyone does.
I got all the answers.
Hit us up on the Sissy's Log Cabin listener line at 360-8255.
Running a business is hard enough, but cleaning a business, your time's too valuable for that. You need Hilo Commercial Services, dedicated professional cleaners with 15 years of cleaning experience. Hilo customizes your cleaning needs, and you get the JRD guarantee. We clean until you're satisfied. Shopping center, retail spaces, medical, legal offices, Hilo cleans it all. Visit MrCleanTeam.com. That is MrCleanTeam, MrCleanTeam.com for Hilo Commercial Services.
The 2025 Range Rover Sport sits right at the heart of the Land Rover lineup, offering a perfect mix of style, performance, and versatility. Smaller and more agile than a full-size Range Rover, it's a great option for everyone who wants luxury and practicality. Every model comes with 8-speed automatic transmission and all-wheel drive standard. Whether you navigate city streets or tackle rough terrain, Range Rover Sport has you covered. Every drive is powerful and breathtaking. The 2025 Range Rover Sport is the epitome of sporting luxury. Test drive one at Jaguar Land Rover Bluff City.
Family Leisure doesn't do anything small. It's always got to be big, just like the world's biggest spa sale. Happening right now at Family Leisure. Check this out. You can get spas starting under $3,000. Spas and even swim spas, they're up to 30% off. Floor model spas have even bigger special prices. Cold plunges are all the trend right now. Take the plunge starting under $5,000. You see a patio furniture set you like? You could get a free umbrella with it. Ask an associate for details. Plus, swimming pools are clearance price now through the end of October. Get yours before the prices increase. That is with any big sale. Special financing, it's available. The only thing small during the world's biggest spa sale at Family Leisure are the prices. Family Leisure, Whitten Road at I-40, where family and fun come together.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by MemphisMoldInspector.com. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. Happy Hump Day, special day. We're going to talk a little wrestling with Dustin Starr, one of the nicest guys in Memphis, but the number one culprit for our unemployment ratings and our statistics.
Shout out to Razor Ramon.
You know what I was going to give? You know, we got a thing now. We always ask John, does he know what the music is?
I know he ain't know that one.
You didn't know
I
he
don't
didn't
know this one. Yeah.
I
can
knew he
promise
didn't know
you.
that
I
one.
know
Okay.
a lot, but not this one.
What about
What
this
is
one,
it?
John? What about this? Nah, hold up. I hate the wrong one. Disregard. See, look at them. I like those guys right there, man. I like those guys right
You
there.
remember?
John don't even
Scary
know.
seeing
John
him
don't
do
even
that.
know who
That,
they
like,
are.
scares
You remember
me.
D?
Oh, hold up.
You had, wow, you
D, I
were
know
silencing
you
my
probably
voice the
remember
whole
this, and I
time.
know Dustin will remember this too. Y'all remember when Owen Hart was in the Nation of Domination?
Honorary member for a little bit.
He was. That's where I was going with Landon. Landon
Owen Hart. I remember one guy that was a Hart that had long black hair.
That's
Brett.
That's the older brother.
Not
Who's
Norrisworthy.
the other one?
Owen is the blonde. He died coming down off like a zip line, and he hit the ring post.
Well, he died At the wrestling
He died
event?
in the ring, yeah.
On pay-per-view?
Live
Did they
on
stop
pay-per-view.
the event or they
No, they
on
kept going.
They didn't show that because he had a video package while he was coming. So
Vince
fortunately,
McMahon
they didn't
cold-blooded,
show
bruh.
him coming in. They were showing the video package. But
All right,
that was-
Landon and Ham,
That
I'm
was
sorry.
Like
that was Stone Cold versus Undertaker for the WWE Championship
Yeah.
that night.
My
Only-
apologies to both of y'all. I had to do it for y'all. Hold on.
We are the nation of domination.
All right, there we go. Now we can bring
John,
Dustin
you have
in.
any
Now we
guess
ready.
of who that would
We gotta
be?
get the nation into the Hall of Fame too. They deserve to be in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Oh, that faction, absolutely.
I have no idea what this song is.
Well, why don't you ask
Well,
Dustin stuff?
they say the names a few times.
We are the nation
And the
of
cats that-
domination.
And the cats that rap the song are Memphis guys.
All the kids.
John, I'm bringing in Dustin, man.
Superstar Bill Dundee, son. Jamie Dundee.
song.
Rap the nation of domination song.
Y'all heard Dustin say
Dustin
he
can
can rap?
rap this song?
I can rap it.
I
We
don't
are the
believe you.
nation, live and in color. Don't diss the man, cause we're bone rush your mother. Listen what I'm saying, I'm for real, not playing. Farouk is the man, so hit your knees and start praying. We are the nation.
Damn it, he's going to get somebody else's job.
Oh,
Unemployment
yeah.
numbers in Memphis just went up.
Well, you guys said it. JC Ice, Wolfie D, they were in the Nation of Domination. The Nation of Domination was in Memphis Wrestling. I would hear that song all the time, and when my boys are rapping on Monday Night Raw, I was into it, man. And speaking of JC Ice, he just flipped his truck 3 times the other day and came out unscathed. It's a miracle. He literally had a major truck accident a couple of days ago. It's funny that all this just came up.
What
But
truck does he drive?
That is
wrestler
so
right
weird.
there.
Can I tell you something that's so weird? You bring it up. My first wreck, rolled a Cherokee, flew out the window.
oh boy,
Did not have it rolled like 4 times. I didn't have a scratch on me.
he said he's
You're
sore,
indestructible.
but he is no he's cool.
I don't know if you
And
know.
I saw the picture. It was crazy.
Jamie's not a big dude either, so that's...
Well, that's how he fit out the window and got lucky, probably.
Man,
Damn.
yeah. Well, Nation of Domination has ties to Memphis Wrestling, and it's just crazy. What you guys said something else, and I was dying earlier when I was waiting to come on. Too funny, but I'm proud of Johnny for learning a little bit of Bret Hart with the long hair. And real quick, this is just like
Dude, I love
when
the
Owen
Hitman.
Hart. Yeah, when Owen Hart died that night that he fell at Kemper Arena, my dad, I was working at Steak and Shake flipping burgers. And I was good, too. I could flip the burger and catch it behind my back. But anyway,
Damn.
at Steak and Shake, it was so important that my dad called me at work, and we didn't have cell phones. So, like, the manager had to say, hey, Dustin, there's a phone call for you. Like, who is it? Like, who's calling me at work? It's your dad. And I'm like, oh, no. So I go answer the phone, and he tells me, I'm like, no way. It's like, yeah, so I had to work the rest of the shift thinking, oh, man, Owen Hart died. And my
Bro,
son,
your dad
my first son,
was so kind
Yeah.
to call you at work and let you know that.
I know, right? And
That's
my
how
first
deep
son,
wrestling's in
his
the
name is
blood.
Owen. So my son is named after Owen Hart.
How about
Oh
that?
my gosh, you're talking
How
about
crazy is
bringing
that?
it full circle. That's
Jeez, I
awesome.
know.
By the way,
Oh.
he's not a wrestler, but he's in a combat sport. Trinidad Chambliss at Ole Miss, who's been so awesome. I had thought, I had no idea. His dad was a big Felix Trinidad, huge fan, so that's how he got his name. So, I get it, bro.
Gotcha.
I just
Well,
named my kids after, I don't know. I was really high, but
oh my gosh. Well, he
but
goes
they're
by
great
Brady.
names,
But
Rio and Savannah.
Is that
Yeah,
where
they
you
are.
were when it happened?
Mhm. Well, Rio was supposed to be a boy. At least that's what the doctor back then told us, because the baby wouldn't roll over. And if you saw the images we received, there ain't no way they knew what was going on anyway, man. It was all just like an educated guess. And they're like,
I'm
it's
not
definitely
going
a
to.
boy.
I'm not going to, but if I ever did have a baby again, then I would not want to know what it is. I would want to wait.
Yeah, because it would a lot of less. I think it's less anxious. Because when I thought I was having a
Man.
boy, I'd already done the room, boy style, and all that stuff. And when Rio popped out, but at that time it was John, because I was very original at 19 years old.
John Jr.
When that baby popped out and there was no penis, I freaked out. She handed me the scissors, like, do you want to cut the cord? And when I looked, I go, "Oh my God, where's his penis?"
Wow.
And they had to sedate me. They quit focusing on the mom and the baby. They're like, "This dad down, dad down." But how's the world of
pretty
wrestling?
crazy.
Sorry.
No, it's
but,
good.
But by the way, the whole point was, so when my wife was drugged and passed out, they gave me the card, which they shouldn't have, and I just filled out her name and turned it in. And when she woke up, she's like, "What are we gonna name our baby?" And I was like, "Oh, done. I already took care of it for you, baby.
Already
Got
did
you."
it. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Now, nothing is funny about what you do in Memphis and with what you do around the city. Again, from the Redbirds to the Hustle to the Grizzlies.
That's kind of funny.
And last night, the Grizzlies got a huge dub. I know that had to give you a little bit of love and a little good feeling, didn't it?
It was awesome. I mean, especially the final moments were just incredible. And I mean, there were so many threes. It was like raining threes. So we had fun on the court. The pregame was a whole lot of fun. And then when we found out Ja wasn't playing, which we do the countdown to the game, and so we kind of don't know, and then they tell us in our ears, and sometimes they're like, "Hey, don't say it," because we'll let Eric Hasseltine break the bad news. So we don't really talk a whole lot about the game, but we do an injury report, and so we heard it, and we're like, "Oh no!" So especially with Wemby, if you guys have not seen Wemby play.
And that's what I'm going to ask you.
Goodness.
Did you because you're on the court, you do everything.
Incredible.
Was he the tallest man
ever? Tallest man ever. It's almost, I know this sounds silly, but it's almost like if you shoot a free throw, you could just reach out and drop it into the basket. That's how big and long he looks. It's almost like on that movie where you've got the alien that gets caught, like they take the picture of him, he's got really long arms.
With the wig?
Not E.T., but it's like more of a scarier alien. I'll have to send you the picture. But he's just got, his arms are so long. The guy is so ginormous. And then when they're like, they're going to make him shoot, he can hit it. He was hitting jumpers. So if you guys are watching or if you guys are listening and you haven't seen Wemby play live, like that's got to be on the bucket list if you're a basketball fan. It was incredible.
There were like 3 or 4 basketballs that were stuck like all in the rim and the net together, and dude literally jumped up and kicked the basketballs while they were in the net.
Wow,
Who else does that?
I'll tell you who does it. Fred Warner. That's the only other person I know who's ninja-like.
That's how they did yesterday too.
I was gonna say ninjas.
We're back tonight. We've got Dylan Brooks back in the house tonight.
Yeah, DB, baby.
He visited the team, I think, when they were in Houston or something, and he was all, they're all still buddies and stuff. I thought that was very cool, so I'm sure he'll get a big warm reaction tonight, unless he kills us. But, man, last night was exciting at FedEx Forum.
Man, last night was, again, it's a blessing. 106-105 was the final. I'm absolutely 100% shocked. Maybe I should keep talking trash about the Grizzlies as hard as I did yesterday.
That's what they
if
need.
I do that, then they're going to win.
They listen.
There you go.
Because I guess I pissed everybody off because they looked great yesterday and pulled one out of their keister. But again, Dylan Brooks is coming back, and me and Jay Ham kind of talked a little bit yesterday. And I know you are not a deep basketball. I'm not trying to put you in a position where you're uncomfortable, but I'm just kind of wondering, not just the character that Dylan Brooks was, but somewhat of a different style of leader. Do you think we're missing that? I guess what I would say, enforcer, the edge,
like the attitude.
The attitude, yeah. Did we make a mistake when we let go of Dylan?
I don't know all the details of the trade, but I think we might be missing that little attitude. I think Ja's whole thing is a whole different type of attitude, type of situation. You always got to have that one guy. Like
he's finesse,
Dylan.
speed, athleticism.
Dylan would show up with blue jean shorts on, no shirt, and a Stone Cold Steve Austin vest.
Yeah.
And before
shades.
the LBGTQ whole thing went down, he still had that thing with the wig on, everything, just chilling down there.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, you don't. I do. Trust me. Don't worry about it.
I thought Dylan
Very
Brooks was a
sweet
badass.
lady.
I did. I thought he was a badass. And then when the way he stares down LeBron, the way he stole that high five on the foul line the other day.
Oh, that was classic.
That was classic.
Hilarious. He's just the ultimate troller. So
I mean, when he tells those players, "I'm gonna be in your shorts all night," I bet they get nervous.
I gotta Google this, I guess.
Oh, I'll just send you some pictures and make you laugh.
Okay, I have no idea.
But We do have to take a time out, Dylan, Dustin. You got me thinking of Dylan Brooks. But for real,
I just said Kobe.
We're talking literal wrestling with Dustin Starr, not more Grizzlies. Again, Dustin, Grizzlies, Hustle, Redbirds, Memphis Tiger football.
We'll talk about Wildfire Tommy Rich in just a minute. Somebody say something about fired up.
Is there a thing I'm supposed to say back?
No, that was just.
No, I'm just saying
that was his
name.
thing.
Yeah.
Somebody say something about fired up. Then you got that super raspy voice like that too.
Somebody say.
Tommy's the same
Still
dude.
got it.
Tommy drank like a 6-pack before every match, just so because when you drink beer and you're gonna bleed, it makes the blood flow a lot more freely.
True, and maybe aspirin will also thin in your blood too. I found out. So if a doctor ever tells you to take 81 aspirin, don't take 81 aspirin.
Oh boy,
he's talking about baby aspirin, which is 81 milligrams.
Like Cat Williams said, it'd be your last headache.
Yeah, no, the doctor, when he told me to take 81 aspirin, I looked at him and I go, bro, I ain't doing that, man. What, you trying to kill me? I was like, damn. He goes, no, not 81 literal aspirin. One of them that's 81 milligrams. Dustin Starr, he runs wrestling. He gives people futures. He's bad to the bone. Landon Schmidt, Jay Ham, this story, and Darian Newsom are about to do a whole wrestling segment with him in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Come back and join us on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11, here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
What's wrong, Buckaroo?
Buckaroo.
I don't know. It just seemed like the right thing to say. You look a little down.
I just realized I didn't get a present for my Aunt Dorleen.
And you thought Buckaroo sounded weird. I know what you can get her.
I know what you're thinking. I should get her a Central Barbecue gift card.
Well, yes, Central Barbecue gift cards are the perfect gift, even a late one.
I'm pretty sure I gave her a Central Barbecue gift card last year.
And now she's due for another one. Seriously. You know she's already used the one from last year.
That's true.
Dorleen.
Buckaroo.
It's a family name.
Billions. At NST Law, we're talking billions and billions.
Corey, call on line 3.
We're talking billions. At NST Law, we've won billions of dollars for our injured clients. And there's billions more out there, a whole galaxy of cases to win. NST's the way to go.
NST is the way to go. Call 683-7000.
Corey.
Rick's Powder Coating for a beautiful finish every time. Rick's Powder Coating specializes in automotive, ornamental, residential, and industrial coating. With 2 conveyor lines and the largest batch ovens in the Mid-South, Rick's can accommodate all of your powder coating needs. Locally owned and operated since 2002, Rick's Powder Coating will customize a beautiful finish just for you. Drop by or call to see how Rick's Powder Coating can bring color to your life. 901-367-2771 or rickspowdercoating.com.
Your home for the college football playoff semifinals.
Lacey straight ahead. He lunges toward the end zone. He breaks the plane. And it's on its way. And it's got the distance. And it's through the upright. The Rebels have taken the lead.
Thursday, Ole Miss battles Miami in the Fiesta Bowl. Kickoff at 6:30 with pregame coverage starting at 4:30 on your home for the Rebels.
Listen to the Rebels right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by MemphisMoldInspector.com. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
Come on, kitty. Tell us about the boys from New York City.
Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, and I hope you know the whole first hour's always brought to you by the best. And no, I'm not talking about Dustin Starr because he is the best, but my buddy Stan Mosier is also the best at what he does. He's the only licensed, hear me, the only licensed mold assessor in the Mid-South. Do you know what that means? He actually knows what the hell he's doing. You really believe Miss Cleo knew the future? No, she was lying to your ass. Let me just tell you something. Stan ain't. He knows. He has all the scientific background. He is licensed. He is bonded. He is certified. And he is the best. All you need to do is go to MemphisMoldInspector.com. Trust me. And He's so easy to call because his number is very simple to remember. And I pray a lot, more than y'all think. But I pray that I never ever get in trouble, because the only number I know by heart these days is my mom and my dad's still, because it's still the same from when I was like, can remember. And Stan Mosier's. 901-292-7788. 901-292. Like the whole, like, I guess for me visually, it's so easy. One, everybody knows 901.
Right.
But the 2, the 9, and the 2, that's just like right there, top in the middle, all the way down to the bottom right corner. And then it's just 7788.
7788.
Boom. 901-292-7788. Call Stan Mosier. He is the best. Memphis Mold Inspector, period. Go to memphismoldinspector.com. Got a ton of questions about Grizzlies and NFL players. We're going to get to those here in a little bit. Jay Morgan Harder's returning to the program at noon. But I got Dustin Starr, and he's now the, I hate to say this, like
aficionado. Is that it?
Did Jerry Lawler passed the torch to Dustin Starr as the man of Memphis Wrestling Cup like a month ago?
Yeah,
Yes.
Wow.
I feel like he did.
I would say so.
I think so.
Well, that's the first time anybody's ever said that to me, so I appreciate that, and I will do my best to keep that torch lit up just like we did on Sunday with Wildfire Tommy Rich.
How was Wildfire? I know that the historian Darian and Landon know a lot about it. Fill me in on the Wildfire.
I told you last week he was responsible when Jerry Lawler got it. Well, he was partially responsible for the one time Jerry Lawler lost a hair match in Memphis, and he hid under the ring for the entire day.
By the way, why was it called a hair match?
Well, you lose, you get your hair shaved.
Get your hair shaved.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, I ain't doing that ever. I would have never gotten one of those. And I promise you, if I did, I would have fought to the death.
You know, Donald Trump was a part of one of those.
Dude, could you imagine him bald?
Donald Trump versus,
That would be scary.
It was Donald Trump versus Vince McMahon
Vince at
WrestleMania 23.
They sit you in the middle of the ring, John.
Hair
and-
versus
So
hair.
wait, hold on. Donald
Shave
Trump
that head.
has wrestled?
No, he didn't wrestle.
No,
had a
they got
representative.
representatives.
Oh, okay.
But Vince
they
went-
hired like CEOs, hire folks. Oh my god,
Trump
that's
had
hilarious.
Umaga.
It was Umaga versus Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, but yeah, that's right.
So is that where he came up with
Vince
his
had
slogan?
Umaga.
What slogan?
Didn't you say MAGA was his?
Umaga.
Umaga.
Yeah, man, it's so crazy, man.
Umaga was the
John, talk to Dustin, Star. John, talk to Dustin.
I'm
man.
just saying. I mean,
Umaga wasn't on
Umaga.
wasn't on Donald's team.
If he was still alive, he could be Umaga, right?
Umaga.
But I do know one person on his team, and it was the lawyer, and she's like Aberdeen or something, real fine lawyer. I know her. I don't know anybody else.
Now, William Regal used to call Umaga Umaga all the time.
Umanga, yeah.
Umaga.
Well, Tommy Wildfire
technically
Rich was
correct.
awesome on Sunday. A lot of fans, diehards came out. We had people that brought a chair from Mid-South Coliseum, an original chair,
Oh wow.
to get it autographed by Tommy Rich. And on the video, he says, you might have been hit with this a time or two. And he said, I might have. I got hit with everything. But Tommy Rich signed old programs and NWA championship belts and all kinds of stuff. So we had the NWA world champion there. And then, of course, Tommy Rich was the youngest NWA world champion of all time. So we put those guys on camera together. And I think the NWA, which is still going strong today, have a, big promotion.
Yeah.
I think they're really going to like what we did. And my hope would be, honestly, is that they see it and they say, man, let's put Wildfire Tommy Rich to work, because he did great. He can still talk. Of course, he's older. He's not wrestling, not for us anyway, but
Do you think
he
he
did
needs
great. I
to
can't wait
change
for it
his
to air.
name after the LA Fires?
No, Wildfire. Everybody come up and says, somebody say something about fired up. And that was just his thing. So I don't think
Is it more
anybody
like
would
Fire
ever
Up a
think of
Mac
that.
J? D's didn't catch me counting all my money from a strong arm robbery?
I think the fire up term is for something that you really do enjoy, Johnny. I think that's what he means by it. I honestly do. What do you guys think?
I agree.
Fired up.
Right.
So it's fired up, but you're also firing it up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I do know that.
So
The only bad thing is, have you ever tried to fire it up and you don't have a lighter and it's like nothing more annoying in the like the whole world?
Nothing more annoying.
And then you search the whole house and you're like, there's no way that Matt Hale has stole every lighter in my house because that dude is the one who takes all of them.
Says the dude that took two of my lighters in the last 2-3 weeks.
Okay.
You guys have an athlete
They always
present,
disappear.
like, you know.
Lighters always disappear around here.
Yeah, I can relate.
For sure.
At least I know where mine went.
Well, Dustin, I have also another question for you that's kind of, I think, actually important, and you'll probably actually be really, like, you probably want to talk about this. So, 2026 is here. You have now done, over 200 episodes. You're on Channel 5. You have your YouTube channel. You've had over 1 million. How many millions of views that you said you had last year?
Facebook, we had 28 million, and on YouTube, we had 8. Which 8 is nothing to scoff at.
No,
I mean,
that's
gosh,
8 million.
so we just exceeded 24 million total on YouTube. You know, and I think that channel went up in
Stormy
I think,
Daniels
2020.
didn't get 36 million people to view her after the whole situation.
I'm
But
sure
I
she
did go to
did.
see her at the Pony.
I'm sure you did.
I
did she
I
really
was-
go
I
to
wrote
the
it off
Pony?
on as a work event. Yeah, man, when she came in town, so I got a picture with her.
Oh my gosh! Well, we're looking forward to our anniversary. It's super.
I'm not
coming up
Donald
on
Eskimo
January
brother, by the way.
18th. I don't know, bro.
I'm not. I promise. There was like a line out the door.
Well, if you were, you'd brag about it. I think.
Yes. I would have immediately opened up the first show the day when I came up back and said, "Yo, guess who
what?
my Eskimo brother is?" I'd be like, "Give me some of that money, Donald. I want to what is it, Mar-a-Lago? Is that the club he got?"
Mar-a-Lago.
I'll be like, "I want a free club membership." And by the way, I'm never leaving. I'm moving in, so I'm not gone. But all the stuff that's going on in wrestling, because you were so amazing, 36 million views last year. How do you grow even more in 2026?
Well, we've got Wrestling Night with the Grizzlies coming up. We've got AutoZone Park coming up. We're at the Travelers twice. So working with the sports teams is obviously you get a lot more eyeballs on you. And then, like Dyer County Fair is the biggest fair in West Tennessee. And then you got Mid-South Fair that we've all been going to forever. So we'll return to those this year. And then just keep growing our television market. So Gray Media just picked up a couple of more stations. One of them is in the Tupelo market. Yeah, so Tupelo is something we've been waiting on and trying to
Tupelo's
earn.
serious about wrestling. My daughter lives
Absolutely.
there. Man, they are dead serious.
Really are. Always have.
And
been, too.
I just you have to earn it.
Oprah
So-
was from Tupelo. Was it Oprah
Oh, I
or
had no idea.
Elvis?
Elvis.
Elvis.
It was Elvis.
Elvis. It's Tupelo Shuffle.
Yeah. Also, I want to do a live event in Little Rock because we've been on television there for a couple of years. Jackson, Tennessee is on the list because we've been on television on WBBJ there for, many, many years now. So, I think that's how we grow. And then also continuing to book talent. Like you guys were mentioning the Nation of Domination. I've talked to Ahmed Johnson recently.
Okay.
Like that's a name that you haven't heard in a long time. What happens if we bring him in? What does he look like now? Or Vince Russo has kind of been talking to him a little bit. What if Vince Russo came in? And I know that Johnny doesn't know who that is, but the others
I know
do.
Becky.
Like that would be a big Becky Russo. I don't know her.
No, Becky for W Raw or something.
talking
on
Becky
your
Lynch.
stage. I'm trying to figure out who she
Becky
is.
Lynch.
Oh, is that her?
Yeah.
Becky Lynch.
Hey, can
yeah.
you bring in her in studio for an interview? Got a couple
I
questions.
would
I
love
They'll
wanna
be in
ask her.
town next month.
Damn it, let's
Yeah.
do this.
They will
February
be.
16th.
Yeah, so Raw is at FedEx Forum on February 16th. That's Monday. And, it's on Netflix now, so they're really loading these shows up.
Day
The
after
Stranger
Super Bowl.
Things edition of Raw I thought was pretty cool. But we're actually doing a pre-party at Ghost River on Beale Street, so it's literally right next door to FedEx Forum.
Mm-hmm.
It's family-friendly, no cover. Come in. I think they'll have live music and drink specials, so we're all going to hang out there for a couple hours and then walk over to FedEx Forum and watch Raw. But Becky she should be on Raw because she just won the Intercontinental Championship.
Well,
again.
she would make sure you get her on the show. I want her in studio.
You'll like
Well,
Iris
now,
Becky.
media is coming up. So usually, typically each time that they come in, we have somebody on the Grind City Wrestling podcast. And
By the way, which is fabulous.
I would love for that to be Becky. That would be great.
Mm-hmm, me too.
I'll try to link you up if you're not already.
Also, though, Dustin, we're on air. Super Bout, January 18th.
Yes.
How do people get tickets?
MemphisWrestling.tv. It's our anniversary. It's going to sell out.
Oh,
We
that's
got
so
Sue
sweet.
Young coming. Yeah. Well, from the Wrestle Center, this will be our 5th year in the Wrestle Center, and, we've been going for 6. So,
I got a text.
Big one.
Sorry to interrupt you. We got to go, but this texter asks, Dustin, man, I hope this doesn't put you on the spot or agitate you or make you mad, because I don't want you to beat me up. I got Landon and Jay Ham, and now I still am going to lose. Dustin, please don't be mad at this, but a texter said, is it going to be $14.90 going forward? Tickets.
$14.90?
That's what he said. I don't know, man. $14.90 to go to Super Bowl. $14.90.
Our tickets are as low as $10. I think Eventbrite charges a couple of bucks, so that might be what they're talking about. But if they send me a DM, I'll hook them up with a discount code, and I'll cover that fee.
Dude, hit my man Dustin Starr. You can DM it at Dustin Starr. It's with 2 R's on Twitter. He's got the best family. He's got everybody's job, and he lives a great life. Why? Because he's just honestly, a good dude. Landon,
I appreciate it.
I think Landon's going to grow up and be just like you, Dustin.
I won't have the hair, but I'll try.
Right now, he's got.
I don't have the facial hair, so you got me on that, brother.
I do try my best.
Dustin, tell the family I said what up. Happy New Year. Super Bowl coming up on January 18th. Please get Becky in before February 16th because Raw is coming to town as well. I want to figure out what Raw means. And
Raw is war, John.
Raw is war.
Is that what it's called?
It used to be called.
I'll also see y'all tonight at FedEx Forum.
See you tonight at FedEx Forum. Dylan Brooks is back in town. Say what up to Dustin. Be blessed, Dustin.
Holla at your boy.
That's my homie, Dustin. He said, holla at your boy. Speaking of hollering at your boy, Jay Morgan Harder, former producer, straight up honest lunatic, basketball genius. I just wish he had his bell. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Available locally on your radio dial as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, it's easy to stay tuned to Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Unlock your new go-to spot, Codes Dispensary in Steele, Missouri, just over an hour from Memphis. When you're ready for a legal, reliable option, they're right up the road. Explore the full menu of top-shelf products in-store and online. Short on time? Order ahead and cruise through the drive-thru for a quick pickup. Stack rewards while you stock up with Club Codes. Earn points for every dollar spent. Codes Dispensary, now open in Steele, Missouri. Supreme cannabis that's worth the drive. Learn more at CodesDispensary.com. That's CodesDispensary.com.
Whether it's day or night, hot flashes due to menopause can be unpredictable. That's why there's Veoza, a prescription treatment proven to reduce the number and severity of hot flashes day and night that can start working in as early as 1 week. Based on clinical studies measuring efficacy at 4 and 12 weeks, individual results may vary. Talk to your healthcare provider about what this may mean for you. From moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms or hot flashes and night sweats due to menopause. Veoza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about Veoza. To learn more, call 1-866-239-1637 or go to Veoza.com. That's VEOZAH.com. Paid for by Stellus Pharma.
If wedding bells are in your future, you need an unforgettable engagement ring from a jeweler you can trust. And that's been James Gaddis Jewelers for over 60 years. With a huge selection and the best prices, James Gaddis is a master jeweler and diamondologist. Beautiful jewelry from James Gaddis is always the right choice. Choose from rings to earrings, necklaces to bracelets, and gemstones to watches. Layaway and financing available. James Gaddis Jewelers, 4900 Poplar, online at GaddisJewelers.com and Instagram at Gaddis Jewelers. Say I do at James Gaddis Jewelers.
Maria's Cantina in South Haven is not your average Tex-Mex joint because they're serving up Mexican with a twist. Maria's Scratch Kitchen is the most creative and diverse menu around. Beyond the traditional huge quesadillas, chimichangas, and fajitas, Maria serves up hand-rolled Latin egg rolls, Cajun and Creole items like catfish, gumbo, and boudin balls, as well as the best sandwiches and 8-ounce burgers in town. Wash it all down with a house margarita for only $5.50 and happy hour every day till 6. MariasCantina.com, 6717 Airways, Mexican with a twist.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a hump day. Perfect.
Bet you can't rap like Dustin.
Man.
Dustin dropped the bars on my helm.
You know I can. Don't make me do it. But also, I don't know if you noticed today, I couldn't do it. If I was Tony Montana, I could put my whole face in it and nothing's going
I
on.
said, did you just play a flat me on the radio?
You ever playing at a Richie yesterday?
What do you do?
It wasn't yesterday. It was over the weekend. And he called out his cousin Purvis for a recording, even though multiple people were out there. So I'm always tired to play a flat news if you want to know. So I got the whole deal. So Purvis recorded him. Fly got out and said,
wasn't he at a funeral?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. So Purvis.
Because I remember Superman telling me this yesterday.
Okay.
Flies. It was just a little family feud, but you know. His cousin got a lot of likes. So
By the way,
we were talking about
Family
John.
Feud, very overrated television show. I don't understand why people like it. I've never.
What? You don't like Family Feud?
Man, I am not.
How disgusting are you? That is bad.
How disgusting? Can you get on Family Feud? No.
You mean the game show?
Yeah.
The game
you
show?
don't like the Richard Dawson
Richard
version,
Dawson
the Ray
kissing.
Combs?
You know he
Wait,
married
who's
one of the
Richard
contestants.
Dawson.
You said
don't
what?
know Richard Dawson.
The older gentleman kissing you on the cheek?
Like Richard Dawson.
Richard Dawson kissed you on the cheek? He actually married one of the
Richard Dawson's
contestants.
supposed to
though.
be in the Me Too movement.
I thought it was
Probably
Steve
so.
Harvey.
Steve
He
Harvey's
got it
now.
now, yeah.
He's now.
Richard Dawson's the original. It's the old school. That's like the 80s, right?
Oh my God, that dude was born in 32.
John, it's like you do know there was a host before Pat Sajak on Wheel of Fortune, right?
There was.
No, I did not know that.
Oh, man.
But there was never anybody before Vanna.
Chuck Woolery.
Chuck.
Now, was Vanna there the whole time?
I mean, she got it.
She ain't been there the whole time. Not Woolery. Think about it.
All right, here we're gonna play a game. You ready for this?
Oh, all you gotta do is go to your texters. They know everything.
All right, this is gonna be a fun game. Where is my boy Jay on there?
Oh, he is on. You ready to bring
I'm
him in?
so excited. If y'all remember him, he was one of my favorite producers. He's the funniest man. He knows basketball better than this back of his hand. Not the front of his hand, but the back of his hand. He used to bring on the bell. He would ring the bell. It was always a high-speed chase with him, and I honestly think he's one of the nicest young men.
That's why he's a great coach.
Who was more of a high-speed chase, you or him?
Oh, definitely him. I mean, 100%.
And I think together you guys had one of the most viewed shows still to this day on Twitter. But hey, you know,
man, Jay ringing
over
Jay's
2 million
awesome.
views right now.
God, I love that man. Jay, welcome to the program.
I have thoughts about the Family Feud, by the way. First of all, Richard Dawson not kissing people on the cheek. He's kissing them square in the mouth, sticking his tongue down their throat. That's number one. Number two, and also Richard Dawson's dead. May he rest in peace. So he's not alive anymore.
It's a good thing he was doing it back then and not now when you got on the iPhone.
That's what I said. He'd been
Well,
in
he
the Me
was
Too
on.
movement.
He was on the Match Game, too, and I don't know if you guys ever watched the old Match Game. They'd be drunk as hell on that show. So he's down there sipping whiskey, smoking cigarettes, kissing women on the mouth. He's doing it all.
Sounds like
But that's
John's
not
type of
recipe
show.
for
Good
long
old
living.
days.
I'm telling you, something like that. And then Wheel of Fortune, Pat Sajak was one of the original hosts. They used to do two of them, one during the day and one at night. Chuck Woolery hosted one of them. Pat Sajak hosted the other one. I think Vanna was only on one of the two because you can't have that girl running around all day long.
Dude, Vanna, man. You ready to play a quick game with me, Jay? Just a small one
Sure.
before we talk NFL coaches. Were
Right.
they in Playboy or were they not in Playboy?
Oh, come on. You need some music for this, dog. Hold
Say,
on.
yeah.
What type of music would you put? Okay, well, I guess that.
Yeah.
Porno music. Porno music.
Yes, exactly, Jay. First and foremost, we'll start with what you know best, and I would say that's hoops. She used to own the Lakers. She sold that junt for a lot of money. Her name is Jeannie Buss. Her husband, she's so rich that she has Jay Moore living in his own apartment downstairs. She owns everything in between, and she lives in the penthouse.
You know you gave us this answer yesterday, right?
Well, I didn't. Jay didn't listen. He's in Oklahoma City.
No, she definitely. Well, I listen every day, John.
Jeannie
More
Buss.
on that later. More on that later. Jeannie Buss absolutely was in Playboy. Yeah.
She was unequivocally, absolutely.
I don't have a bill. I don't have a
You know who
bill.
else was in Playboy? You know who else is in Playboy?
Probably.
Also, I know this isn't the game. The game isn't that like I name people in Playboy, but this is someone that was in Playboy. And I'm also upset I wasn't brought on with Dustin because I had wrestling questions. And if you want to keep talking wrestling, please, I'm your guy here. But also, you know the wrestler Chyna back in the day where like they didn't have enough female wrestlers, so Chyna would just be out there like wrestling Triple H. I think she dated
I actually
Triple H
know who
before he
Chyna is. She's
Yeah.
a
Oh,
really,
yeah.
really, really big, scary-looking woman.
And she
She's
did
a
trade
strong
Triple H.
girl.
She
She
dropped
did
a lot
that.
of that
Strong
muscle man
girl.
before she passed. Before she passed
She
away.
Yeah,
gone?
she passed away now. May she
She
rest.
passed
Yeah,
away
may
like
she
a
rest in
decade
peace.
ago. You know what?
Yeah, she had some problems. poor
She
thing.
passed away the same day Prince died.
Oh, well,
No
nobody,
kidding.
no
Wow.
wonder I don't know that she died, man. 'Cause
It
when
got
Prince died,
overshadowed.
He
everybody
was.
cried.
It got overshadowed
I
by
believe-
Prince.
She was in Playboy twice, I think. Centerfold twice, 2
Yeah,
times.
she was.
All right, second question.
Oh, sorry.
She wore a skirt that I think was plaid, but because of the Mandela effect, people are saying it was red. She likes to dance with knives and dated Justin Timberlake. Was Britney Spears ever in Playboy?
I feel like this game, there's no like you didn't bring a curveball that's
No.
like
Oh, I got
no,
curveballs.
they weren't in it. So I'm going to say yes. They're all. Britney Spears certainly in Playboy. I think they're all going to be yeses. I'm going to say yes.
Wrong!
Wow.
Man,
Britney Spears. She has basically shown her whole body on Instagram. She
you know
never.
that's smart.
That's that
He
she got
profits
away
off
from
of
her.
it.
That's
Yeah.
that she got away from her dad.
I'm just surprised that Deshaun Watson never like DM'd her for a massage.
Oh, no.
Or Justin Tucker.
Well, we all know his curveball. His curveball is going to be Huckabee. So, hey.
Yeah, dude. By the way, did you know that my current producer loves horses?
You know who doesn't like horses? Eric Berry. I learned that on looking on random videos on the internet yesterday.
One of the
Eric
great
Berry,
balls.
I'm afraid of horses.
scared of
That was
horses.
funny. Yeah.
Scared
I
of
didn't know he was
horses.
afraid.
He wasn't going back on the field till they got that horse off
Yeah,
the field.
that's right. There's a horse on the field. He wouldn't go back on the field until they got the horse back in the toe. He wouldn't go on the field.
You can find that clip somewhere on YouTube.
You sure can. I saw it
Great.
yesterday. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Again, we're talking with Jay Morgan Harder. Before we get into NFL coaches, this is, was she in Playboy or was she not? She did the twin show. Definitely wasn't as good as the original because the two little blonde girls in Parent Trap, they were absolutely fabulous. But Lindsay Lohan was the second Parent Trap. You know her as the little girl that looks like Jay Ham with the freckles on the cheek. She has red hair. Jay doesn't, but I would say you red bone.
I don't have hair.
I am a natural redhead, John.
I believe that. I believe that. Lindsay Lohan, was she in Playboy or was she not?
I think she definitely was in Playboy. This is back when she was like getting arrested for like Dewey's like
Yes!
every other weekend. So I'm going to say
Jay
yes.
Morgan is 2 out of 3 for was she or was she not in Playboy. It's the best 3 out of 5.
Mm.
All right.
Wow. 5 names. That's impressive, John.
She was.
And he gave you bonus China, so I think he vicariously
6.
wins.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, all he had to do is go through his closet. He's got these stockpiles.
Oh,
everywhere,
yeah.
So it's really easy to find the names.
As long as they're not water damage and everything, they were something. Trust me. She was the original fire starter. And I ain't talking about like.
man, that's a trivia question in itself. I know that one. But
Okay,
what's her name?
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore. Yeah, that's the
She
original
was
fire
the
starter.
little girl. Remember?
Yep, the fire came out of
Poltergeist?
eyes. Yep.
She was like a little baby actress. She was also the chick that couldn't remember anything, and Adam Sandler did nothing mean to her ever.
I love that movie, actually. Great movie. You see on
50
cable
First
all the
Dates or
time.
something.
50
Like,
First
you can
Dates,
do
yeah,
whatever
absolutely.
you want. Next day, she's waking up like, hey, I don't even know who you
Now
are.
she has a talk show, I think.
What, the woman that
He
can't
does,
remember?
daytime talk show.
Drew Barrymore.
Sure
I
does.
don't want to see Drew Barrymore do talk show. Okay, it was like, hey, I've been a child actress. I've been coddled my whole life. I have an opinion.
Well, no, she has
On
like
what?
she's like
No,
one of those
she-
shows
she
that has
asks
the guests
people
on.
opinions.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
brings the actors and stuff like that on.
I'll get it's in layman terms. She's like you, Johnny Radio. She has guests.
That's right. She's like Johnny Radio.
Okay, with a bigger bank account and boobs.
She's Drew TV.
Was she or was she not in Playboy?
Oh, she definitely was. She definitely was.
Dang,
she went through a
he's
whole
good at
phase where
this.
she was struggling.
Dang.
Is that like a precursor? You have to be struggling to do Playboy.
No, I don't mean to say that like you're struggling and you're in Playboy, but she was like, a lot of the like Lindsay Lohan he named, like these are people that have like
That's
wild
true.
streaks.
That's a good point.
And like Drew Barrymore definitely had a wild streak. She was balling out for a minute.
Yeah, dude. At least she didn't go like my man.
Like China, poor thing.
No, I was
What?
gonna say Charlie Sheen. You know.
Mm.
By the way, the HIV has been getting.
You watch that
him.
documentary?
I hadn't seen it yet, bro. Is it good?
Oh man, you're getting to it. Oh man, well, it's good stuff, John.
All right, I'm gonna have to check it in. She was one of my favorite when I was a kid. I don't know if you're gonna know her. Her name was Melanie Griffin.
Oh, I know Melanie.
You do. She, first time she ever caught my eye was in I think a Alfred Hitchcock movie. Melanie Griffin, cute, sweet, hot. Was she or was she not naked in Playboy?
I hate to admit this because I like and know Melanie Griffith from Working Girl. It's like the sassy sister film to Die Hard. It's like they're kind of the same, but they're also very different. I'm going to say yes.
Damn
She
it,
was in
he's
Playboy.
good. She was in Playboy. J. Morgan Harder, you, sir, are the winner of some
I
Malco
win.
movie tickets. Commissary
I'm in.
Barbecue,
Wow.
Los Cabos, and you know what? Do you have a business, Jay?
You're hooking them up.
Sure.
I'm
I have
going to
a
give
business.
you $1,000 off. All you have to do is go to the cleanest team in town. That's Mr. Clean Team. And guess what? You can get your whole place. Like, how many businesses you got going right now?
Man, it's growing by the day.
Growing by the day. Okay, well, they do commercial janitorial, industrial cleaning, post-construction cleaning. They do setup. They do moving. If they can't clean, if somebody can't clean it, I promise they can. They clean everything. And they give you the JRD guarantee. If you find any debris, hey, they're going to come back and make you satisfied. You don't even get that in the chicken coop out in Vegas. Go to MrCleanTeam.com. It's high, low, and it ain't H-I-G-H. It's H-I-L-O.
Wow, Darian's got it. Hey, John, you talked about Alfred Hitchcock. I have to make a confession. Until like a year ago, I thought Alfred Hitchcock was an actor.
Oh,
good kind of is.
Yeah.
By the way, did you know that Alfred Hitchcock, thank God he grew up when he grew up too, that when, I guess, men could be men is what they say? Because I heard he was a
troll.
Just bad with
Just
women.
bad, okay, all right.
Let's just say that.
John, I got a quick bonus Playboy from you.
All right, give it to me.
Tori Spelling.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
All right. Look at you.
And Shannon
90210.
Doherty.
Look at you.
Like, dude, Shannon Doherty, she acted like a wench, and she was a wench.
All those girls. Like,
Yeah.
right?
And by the way, dude, striptease chick was do you remember
Elizabeth Berkley.
How is it that she was so fugly?
In 90210, I mean,
In 90210, she was Jessie. She was the big, tall one, bigger than Zach, bigger than the blonde kid. Or no,
Saved by the Bell.
The rest
Saved
of
by the
the
Bell.
Oh.
But she wasn't
Same
that
thing,
bad.
same thing.
Producers. Same, yeah.
I mean,
it's a
same
spelling.
thing.
Aaron Spelling
Aaron
did Saved by the Bell.
production, yeah. It's
Oh, is that how
he
Tori
actually
Spelling
did that
got a
one
job?
first.
That's her daddy.
He actually did that one first, and then 90210 was like the dramatic version of it.
Yeah. Same way Noah Eagle calls games, John. It's because of Iron Eagle.
You know, this is like
Nepo
Jay
baby.
Nah, Noah Eagle's talented. Come on.
I know he is. I know he is, but he's still a Nepo baby.
Hey, Jay Morgan loves TV.
I do.
Like you really do.
I love it.
So I'm very, 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 very figuring like you kind of like this segment actually.
Oh, I mean, I do like it. Hitchcock is a great last name and also a serious medical concern. If you have it, go straight to the hospital.
Wait a second, it's a disease. Hold up. Wait a minute.
And he's the most educated person on this joint. He said,
That
what?
got me.
Yeah, good observation.
Hey, you need Bransky and money on with Morgan right now, dude.
I miss Jay. That's what it is. It's been too long since I've got to rap with this wonderful human being. Now, a lot of good human beings lost their job yesterday. We were going
2 days ago.
Yeah, it's Wednesday, John. Yeah.
There was one big one yesterday. In your defense,
there's also one on Sunday.
Right. But,
I mean,
but
John Harbaugh was
you gotta
a big
reference.
one.
But it's Black Monday, you know. So it's like Black Monday. You know, if you
Dude,
give
Jay
something a
Ham's
scary
just, like,
name like
looking
that, that's how
around.
you know it's important.
So my question is for you, because I know that you're very, very excited, and I'm kind of wondering, what is it that ruffled your feathers? Is it the?
I'm fired up, man.
Is it
I'm
the
fired up.
18
I'm not even going to let you
years?
finish the question.
Go.
All right, so number one, and honestly, John Harbaugh should not have been fired, but that's really not even what fired me up.
Kevin Stefanski.
Well, I mean that's crazy too. Don't get me wrong. Like you bring in, you talked about Deshaun Watson a minute ago. You bring in that guy that he didn't even want. They put him in a terrible situation. They draft a quarterback clearly nobody wanted. Not that he's bad, like he had a good finish of the season or whatever. He has some promise, but he clearly didn't want him. So you put the guy in an unwinnable position, and then you fire him. He won 2 Coach of the Year. So I'm really not even that fired up about that either, because I think it puts, not that I'm a Giants fan, it does put the Giants in a good situation. That kind of brings me to my first point here.
Can I ask you one quick question, because I'm going to let you go back it? Do you think there's any truth that Tom Brady is the reason that he fell as far? Because some people say that he said a joke about, I respect and love Tom Brady, but I can promise you one thing: no jiu-jitsu instructor is going to knock up my wife.
Did he really say that? John, I'm not plugged into the same channels as you are, so I didn't know that. But I would imagine that is not how general managers in the NFL make their decisions on draft day.
I'm just telling you, if Tom Brady goes out there and gets word
he
back.
does have power with the Raiders. That's probably why the Raiders didn't draft him. Hell, I mean, he's firing coaches on the Raiders left and right. First of all, he's hiring coaches on the Raiders, and then he's got 2% of the ownership, but he's basically running the team while working at Fox, and his name is on the letterhead. His name is on the letterhead when they post the firing of Pete Carroll. So maybe that's the reason. You're onto something there, but maybe just for one team.
Well, here's the situation. I don't know how much you can take, because Skip Bayless was the one who reported it, that he had somebody that he said, I talked with this organization, and I think it was the Giants is kind of what he was referencing, and they brought him in and said that he was kind of trying to make an attempt at a joke, because they asked him about Shedeur Sanders and Tom Brady and the mentorship and what have you learned from Tom Brady. And he, I think, was trying to joke and came back and said, well, I learned one thing. I ain't never going to hire a jiu-jitsu instructor to keep my wife in shape.
Smart.
And she got pregnant, by the way.
Bad joke spot right there.
It wasn't the best joke, but I don't know if
that.
you know, he ain't the dude who does 2 beers and a little bump, Shane Gillis. He ain't Eddie Murphy Raw walking out there. I can't say half the things he did. He sure.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
But he didn't have the leather jacket on. He didn't have the leather jumpsuit on either.
Dude, anybody that can wear purple and red leather and still be called a man, you have to admit, you the biggest. You know what I mean?
So there's one part you can say.
That Prince got to be Prince.
Yeah. You can say, I got McDonald's. You can say that part, Joe. That's about it.
No, I don't eat McDonald's. I found out human DNA has been in there.
But that was the part about, his hamburger. You said it wrong.
We got McDonald's.
We got McDonald's. There you go. Hamburgers.
We got McDonald's. But
I'm in a velour tracksuit stage of my life where I just wear velour tracks. I've got different colors, and that's what I put on every morning.
So you're like Pat Kelsey.
Yeah, Bernie Mac is what I was going for, but yeah, sure.
Now,
also dead, Bernie Mac.
R.I.P.
What?
Talking about dead people.
The king's of comedy, Bernie Mac? Like the dude with the big eyes?
He's been dead for a while. He had like a heart condition, poor guy.
I saw him on TV just the other day.
Bernie Mac died in like 08.
Yeah, he's been dead for a minute.
John, you couldn't, if he was alive, he'd say, John, he's him on damn TV.
Did he die on Prince's birthday too?
Also, the aforementioned Shannon Doherty, she's also dead, John.
What?
Bernie Mac died in
She got
2008.
cancer like 2 years ago.
No.
Yeah.
You know what? That's called proof of karma.
And she's a Memphian.
Nuh-uh.
Shout out.
Shenandoah is a Memphian.
Like Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
Shout out.
Like us.
Well, no, he's Millington.
Like us. She went to White Station, I think.
Shannon Doherty?
Shannon Doherty is a Memphian, yeah.
From the Haven?
White Station, not White Haven. White Station.
Okay.
I
There's a
think I
big
may
difference.
be wrong on White Station, but she ain't from the Haven.
Okay, so no Rodney Salisbury. All right, got you.
Dane Bradshaw.
Dane Bradshaw. By the way, he is one of the most difficult analysts. If you're an actual athlete and want to go watch your game again, put it on mute because he's going to crush your ass.
Joe Jackson.
Hey, you got to be honest. That's why I prefer Ron Slade. You got to be honest.
No, I respect it.
Yeah, you got to respect it. You got to respect it.
All right, Jay Morgan, I interrupted you. We are going to take a quick
that's
time.
quite all right.
Can I ask you a
John, it's
favor?
your show.
Can I take a time out and actually bring you back?
Sure. We talked so long, we ended the segment.
Well, yeah, no, we did. We got stuck on Playboy. Was she in it or was she
played
not?
a game show.
It was a great game show, by the way.
Hey, and I'm a pro, John. I know you're a pro, too. I've got thoughts going into the next segment that are going to fire up the listeners on the NFL coaching carousel after the break, too.
Speaking of fired up, man, fire up a Mac JD's didn't catch me counting all my money from a strong arm robbery. Now you looking around Memphis going, where can I get my smoke? Oh, all you got to do is go 60 minutes away. It takes only 1 hour to get to Codes Dispensary. Let me tell you something, man. You can get there in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, to be honest with you. Boom, boom, boom. Cool thing is, though, at Codes Dispensary, did you know that you can go online, pre-order what you want? You can get some pre-rolls, you can get some gummies, you can get all the stuff that the kids like.
And just pull up and pick it up.
Pull up. Whoop, 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 because you pay for it online. Pull up. My name is Jay Ham, and I'm here to pick up my order. And some cute little girl's going to hand you a big old sack.
Or guy.
Well, in my dream, it's a girl.
Okay, I'm your lawyer.
I mean, it
I got
could
your
be a
back.
guy, but I'd prefer a woman.
Gary and I almost said, are we going to sue you if we go and it's not a pretty girl there?
We're hoping.
No, I just equal opportunity. That's all. I didn't want him to pull up and it's a guy and not accept his
Well, there's a pretty girl that
his
works
projectiles.
there, and I hope it's her. But you can literally just pull up in and out like 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. You can look at everything online at conesdispensary.com. It's in Steele, Missouri, not even an hour away. And guess what? It's 100% legal. Just don't get pulled over on the way back home. Don't touch the dial. Jay Morgan Harder, the man, the myth, the living legend. One of the funniest dudes I know. He's going to be fired up like a Mac J. Talking about the NFL firings from this week. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Let Bryant Dacus and Brett Norsworthy take you home every afternoon. Sports time on Sports 56. Weekdays from 3 to 6 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Rick's Powder Coating for a beautiful finish every time. Rick's Powder Coating specializes in automotive, ornamental, residential, and industrial coating. With 2 conveyor lines and the largest batch ovens in the Mid-South, Rick's can accommodate all of your powder coating needs. Locally owned and operated since 2002, Rick's Powder Coating will customize a beautiful finish just for you. Drop by or call to see how Rick's Powder Coating can bring color to your life. 901-367-2771 or rickspowdercoating.com.
Take your basketball skills to the next level at Shoot 360 Memphis. Shoot 360 is a revolutionary basketball training facility that combines cutting-edge technology with gamification and provides instant, objective feedback with hands-on, one-on-one expert coaching. And now, introducing Shoot 360 Cordova, a newly renovated 50,000 square foot facility with 2 NBA regulation-size courts, 3 high school-size courts, and 4 shooting bays with Shoot 360 technology. Memberships are now on a monthly basis. And yes, Plus, you can become a member at both locations. Whether you're an aspiring young talent, NBA player, or looking for a unique workout, all skill levels are welcome at Shoot 360 Memphis to learn proper shooting and passing techniques, improve fundamentals, and gain a competitive edge while having fun. Shoot 360 Memphis, now in Cordova and Collierville. Call them today at 901-779-3176. That's 901-779-3176. The future of basketball training is here. Shoot 360 Memphis.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
Napa Cafe celebrates 28 years in 2026.
Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. Treat yourself tonight with a delightful dinner. Maybe start with an appetizer like our baked sweet piquilla peppers stuffed with goat cheese and mozzarella, finished with basil pistou, and move on to one of our cozy dishes like the double chocolate stout braised boneless beef short ribs with tonkatsu sauce and creamy mashed potatoes. Or a fresh seafood dish like our pan-roasted ginger-buttered sea bass with cilantro soy vinaigrette. I get hungry just talking about it. Don't forget about dessert, our famous sweet buttermilk pie with brown sugar sauce, or drink your dessert with one of our signature dessert cocktails like the lemon cheesecake martini, lemony, icy, frothy, and dusted with graham cracker crumbs. Napa Cafe, open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. For reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. We can't wait to serve you.
Come join in and celebrate 28 years of Napa Cafe in 2026.
4.9 liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. What a special day it is. It's hump day.
Wednesday.
You gotta love a hump day. It's also the day before Ole Miss Rebels go out to Arizona. Well, they're already out there, man. The interviews have been great out at the Fiesta Bowl. I mean, great. Yeah. Also, Ole Miss plays basketball tonight against Arkansas.
That's going to be fun, too.
You can hear all the action tonight starting at 7:30 right here on Sports 56, 98.5 FM. But we got Jay Morgan Harder. He's funny. He's smart. He's intelligent.
Oh, he's a baller.
He's a baller.
Want to be a baller. Want to be a shot caller. There you go. That's
and
what I'm talking about. Y'all too, see, I'm disappointed in y'all two. I appreciate you, Davis. I'm disappointed in y'all two right
Dude,
there.
I can't be jumping on.
I'm disappointed in y'all two right there.
What? I'm late on still giving my man Handsome Jimmy Valiant a shout out from a couple of segments ago.
My favorite wrestler.
The Manhattan
Ooh, I do, why did he? Talk about the boy from New York City.
That's where Diddy is. Could you imagine being a regular prisoner?
You tripping, man. That's
Literally,
what Diddy
you can
is.
hear my man R. Kelly singing I Believe I Can Fly. You got sprayed down by some GHB by P. Diddy and his friend, and then Maduro grabbed you and made you do a bunch of yayo. Man, just being a regular crook in New York today has got to be buck wild when you go to prison. Jay Morgan Harder from Oklahoma City. He's coaching the Thunder this year. He's doing a fabulous job. Jay, I know that usually coaches in the NBA don't talk about the NFL, but you know more about the NFL, like I said, than the back of your hand. I got to ask you a question. Are you ready to rant?
I'm ready to rant. When I sit on hold, though, I feel like I'm trapped in the closet.
Dude, I hate being stuck in a closet. I got stuck in a closet.
No, John. R. Kelly.
I didn't even catch that.
Come on, John. You got to pick up what he's putting down. John, he's the most clever guest we've had in a long time, and I'm picking up what he's putting down. Oh, my God, it's a midget.
By the way, did you know one thing? Oh, in midget wrestling, I cannot wait to bring that to Memphis and midget everything. Have you heard about my polo?
They have two little people that are the mascots for Mexican Wrestling CMLL on Friday night. It's like the hottest wrestling promotion in the world right now. This is 100% not a joke. You should ask Dustin about it. It's unbelievable. And the marquee match every night has a little person wearing a blue costume and a little person wearing the red costume. So it's easy for the fans to deduce who's the heel and who's the babyface.
It's like two Takis fighting or something.
By the way, what do you think about my idea called the LPL? It's the Little People League. And it's all about where, like, I mean, I want you to think about this. One, if you had an arsenal of tiny folks, they don't eat as much. It's not going to cost you as much to, like feed them and board them. You can get literally a dollhouse, and they're comfortable. Their little bellies are going to be full. But could you think about it? Polo, you would get them on miniature horses, and you would use just croquet mallets and have little people polo.
Little shallot pony, isn't that what it's called? The little ponies or the shallot ponies or whatever. Yeah. I mean, I like it, John. Look, no reason to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Little people deserve to be able to compete in sport as well.
I'm just trying to
that
make
was not a
some
reference
money.
to babies being little people, by the way. That was not what that was. It's just a turn of phrase, and now that I said it, I feel like it's a little bit unfortunate that I used it in that context.
Hey, just move on. You got to move forward.
The good thing is it's okay compared to if you were on with Greg and Eli or maybe Brett and Dacus in the afternoon. It probably wouldn't go over well, but you're lucky. It's happy hour. Jay Morgan, we got a lot of people that got fired. Justin Tuck, I don't think he actually did him in, but I can tell you one thing. If he would have gone and got his massage that day, he would have made that kick the other night. Would John Harbaugh have a job after this season? Would he have survived the playoffs and be coaching for his 19th season if that guy makes the kick?
Well, Diana Rossini reported, and I've been in talks with Diana Rossini. I'm a reporter too, John, even though I'm a basketball guy. I'm talking to these reporters all the time. Diana Rossini reported that he would have gotten fired, like, if they lost this round of the playoffs anyway. Wow. So, like, make or miss. I know the memes going around like, oh, if he made it, he stays, he keeps his job. If he misses, he loses his job. They're saying he would have been gone no matter what, which makes sense because of the reporting that clearly, who reports that Lamar's fallen asleep in meetings other than somebody inside the organization? So they made this decision a long time ago to fire John Harbaugh. But that, again, is not why I'm fired up. I want to get down the line here. I want to start with the Giants, okay? So, like, forget the firings. Let's go to hiring. Much more positive. We're in the carousel time. Black Monday's over. We're riding the carousel. We're on the horses. Maybe one of us is a little bit tired and a little lazy. They're sitting in the big seats that they have. What do you call that? It's like a big chariot. Every merry-go-round has a chariot. Somebody's in the chariot. I want to get to hiring. So the Giants are first, and I would say they're picking between Harbaugh and Stefanski. Would you agree with that?
I would say yes.
They're the first team to pick. They've got the quarterback in Dart.
I also did see, though, that they interviewed Mike McCarthy, and I just thought to myself, yuck.
Former Cowboy.
Former non-winning Cowboy.
Former Super Bowl winner, former Cowboy, Brian. You bring up his damn Super Bowl first. Good Lord.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's the first one. I mean, the Giants are the first ones to pick. So they're picking between Harbaugh and Stefanski. Stefanski's meeting them with today. Reportedly, Harbaugh is already in contact with a team and knows where he wants to go. We don't know what that team is, but it seems like it's not the Giants, right, if they're meeting with Stefanski today. So maybe the Giants are hiring Stefanski.
They're interviewing Kevin today, right?
Yeah, today is Stefanski. Harbaugh, they haven't said if they're interviewing Harbaugh
and as soon as it can be arranged, basically when he decides he wants to talk to him. Okay.
And then the next choice, I think, would be the Raiders, right? You have the first pick, so you're getting to take Mendoza, so that's a franchise quarterback, you'd presume, and you can bring in a coach with him. That could be either Stefanski or Harbaugh, who doesn't get the Giants job. They've also reported Brian Flores, who I've made fun of Brian Flores a lot, especially when I was on the radio with you, John. He's done a great job in Minnesota.
Yeah, he also was proved 100% right that Tua was a biatch, just like me and him have always been saying.
He honestly was, and wasn't the guy. And so Flores could be the guy in Las Vegas, and he's supposedly going to bring Daboll or Josh McCown with him. Josh McCown almost got that Texans job a few cycles ago. He's apparently done a great job under Kevin O'Connell, and now he's being tapped as the offensive coordinator for Flores. I don't hate that either. Get a quarterback, get a coach, match made in heaven.
What about Vance Joseph, Indianapolis Colts defensive coordinator?
Yeah, so Vance Joseph is a name in terms of coordinators. Clint Kubiak is a name in terms of coordinators.
Man, been there, done that.
Clint Kubiak's been there, done that. You know, his brother is the offensive coordinator in San Francisco, right? Or maybe he's the quarterback coach or something, but he's being tapped. Maybe not this cycle, but next year to get a guy too. And then Jesse Minter is the other one that people are talking about getting a job in terms of coordinators. And, well, I mean, obviously Sala, and we just brought Flores up too. Anyway, so after the Giants and Raiders are up, I think, and you all feel free to argue with me here, the Titans, in a perfect world, would be the next team up, right? You've got the first overall pick in Cam Ward. Not that he proved a whole lot this year, but, like, presumably you have a guy there. You can bring in a coach with him. But the Titans, however, because they are totally mismanaged and have an owner that is way too in the weeds with nonsense, a dog-you-know-what GM, they made their decision weeks ago to hire offensive coordinator and former Bears head coach Matt Nagy.
Oh, I
know.
know.
Weeks ago, they made it weeks ago, John. It makes no sense. Nope. You make that decision weeks ago before you even go through the carousel. You got Stefanski getting fired. You got Harbaugh getting fired. Not that they would want to go to the Titans, by the way, because the Titans now have a reputation in the league of being like the New York Jets in terms of mismanagement, where Vrabel's going around getting interviews after he gets fired, and everyone's leaving the interviews like, why the hell did they fire this guy in Tennessee? So no one wants to touch this franchise with a 10-foot pole. And so you have to hire a Matt Nagy, but anyway, it's ridiculous. Matt Nagy also, remember famously when he was head coach of the Bears, he had a play sheet and two big words on every play sheet. It said, be you. A gentle reminder to be yourself, because you can't be anybody else, John. You know this is
I know, because 11 men don't need to be on the same page. Just be an individual.
So, just be you. And so a couple weeks ago, when it started getting reported that there was interest from the Titans for him to get this job, a reporter at The Athletic asked him during his press availability, what did you learn most from your first tenure as head coach for the Bears? And how will you take that if you get another head coaching opportunity? And he said, actual quote, I'm paraphrasing, I learned most that I have to be true to myself. At a certain point in my tenure, I stopped being true to who I am, and that was the biggest mistake I made. If I get another job, I'm going to be true to who I am. It said be you on every play sheet. Every play sheet said be you, and you forgot to be yourself. This guy's an absolute clown. Forget all that stuff. Football reasons. The Chiefs' offense got discernibly worse this year, even before all the injuries. So why in the world would this guy be tapped to be the head coach?
Dude has naked pictures of somebody.
Somebody. And it's crazy that he's getting another opportunity. John,
I mean, is Mike, what's his name? The Borgonzi, whatever. Is that,
yeah, that's the connection. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like, what is it? Like the Kansas City situation? Like, why would he go with Matt Nagy? Like, I don't even understand.
They're looking for a patsy. All they want is people that agree. It's just a terrible way to run your organization. Anyway.
Oh, so he just wants a bunch of yes men around him. But it does
seems like no, she does. The owner, what's her name? Because she got mad that Mike Vrabel wanted to be in charge. I forget what her name is.
Amy Adams.
It doesn't matter.
Amy Adams.
Yeah, whatever.
Not the actress.
Not the actress. Who cares? She's a clown. Anyway.
Isn't she the redhead?
John, I don't know what
I
color
think she's kind of hot sometimes.
I think she's got red curly hair, a big red nose. She wears white makeup, and she's basically like a clown, essentially.
All right,
John, I love sports.
No, she looks
I listen
good,
all
bro.
the time. I listen to Greg, and you don't talk about her like that, John.
Sorry.
She doesn't deserve your respect.
Yes, sir.
I listen to Sports 56 all day long. I start in the morning. I love a little Greg and Eli. Man, a couple weeks ago, they were going at it head-to-head, and it was the best radio I've heard in a long time. It was so funny.
Thanks.
So good. Great stuff.
Appreciate
Excellent stuff. John, you know I listen to you all the time. I text you my thoughts and opinions. I text Jay Ham my thoughts and opinions. I get fired up listening to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour all the time. And my good friend Brian Bacon, God bless him, I listen to his show with Brett Norsworthy in the afternoon all the time. And I tuned in yesterday because Brian Dacus is on the radio. I'm listening, you know? And Brett wasn't there, God bless, for the beginning of the show. God bless him. He's in Phoenix for the game. So he's doing a lot of travel. He's got a lot of obligations to Ole Miss, so he wasn't there. And it was him, Bryant, talking to his producer. Now, remind me his name, John.
That would be one Landon Schmidt.
Okay, so he's talking
He's
to
president of the V Foundation. He took your job.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, God bless him. God bless him for it. But he's not going to like what I had to say here. And remember, I want to say this, John. radio is made when it comes to controversy. You've got to get in arguments. That's great radio right there. And Bryant, God bless him, is too nice. He's the nicest. John, you said it yourself. Bryant's the nicest guy in the world.
Yep.
And he didn't push back on this, and I'm here to push back on this. So, Landon, listen up. He's sitting there talking right there.
No wonder he's
and
frustrated.
He's
This is
talking
the
about
first
the Titans.
pushing he's ever done.
He loves the Titans right here, and he's sitting there talking about who could be the head coach, who could be the head coach. First of all, he talked for like 12 straight minutes. Not that I'm not doing that here, but he talked for like 12 straight minutes right
look
there.
at me,
and he
buddy.
goes, you know what? I could get that's I need more of that out of you, Brian. He sits there and he goes, I could get on board with Kevin Stefanski as the head coach of the Titans. You could get on board. The guy is 2-time coach of the year. He was put in the most impossible position in football you could get on board. Furthermore, you think the Titans, if you're the fan or if you're putting yourself in the front office, you think you as a member of the Titans organization hold any of the cards when it comes to hiring Kevin Stefanski? No. He picked it. He wants to coach your team. You don't get to decide if you want Kevin Stefanski. He's like the number 1 or number 2 coach on the market right now. So give me a break with that. And then he went on to say, I would love Cliff Kingsbury being the head coach. What are you talking about? You would love Cliff Kingsbury. The guy was a joke of a head coach in college. He's a joke of a head coach in the NFL. And his last stint as offensive coordinator, he got fired yesterday. So what in the world would make you believe you want Cliff Kingsbury? He goes, I've got some stipulations. I want a proven head coach with a winning record. Well, Cliff Kingsbury, let me tell you, doesn't check any of those boxes. And not to mention, that's the same brain-dead logic that every owner in the NFL uses when it comes to hiring a head coach. I mean, it's unbelievable. And the last thing he said that really set me off was, you just have to find a coach that's the best fit for Cam Ward. Look, Cam Ward might be the guy. He might not be the guy. I don't think it's fair with all the 10 feet of crap
Get John
around him this
Gruden. Would
year.
you think I'm crazy for saying this?
No. The Jets should have hired John Gruden last year.
If you want somebody to develop a quarterback, like John Gruden, from Randall Cunningham to turning a Rich Gannon to a guy who went to the Super Bowl, winning a Super Bowl with Brad Johnson. Like, there is one thing that Gruden knows. That's quarterbacks, and he has a great, stayer.
But the problem with that, John, is that I don't think the Titans would hire a guy to run the franchise. They fired Mike Vrabel because he wanted to run the franchise, and that made them uncomfortable. So that's why the Jets needed a coach like that. The Jets needed somebody to be the CEO and take charge of the organization like John Gruden. It wouldn't work for the Titans.
Are you surprised Glenn's done so bad in New York?
Well, but I don't think I wouldn't have hired Aaron Glenn. I don't think he was the right fit for the job. I wouldn't have hired him. But I do agree that once you've hired him, you've made your bed, you've got to lay in it. Like,
all Woody does, if you haven't noticed, Woody Johnson, only thing he ever hires, their offense has always sucked, but he always hires somebody that's always in charge of the D. We're back in Two Shakes with Jay Morgan Harder. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Not only can you listen to your favorite shows on Sports 56, you can also watch video of the shows live on Twitter and YouTube. Watch and listen every day at Sports 56 WHBQ.
Remember the song How Many More Times? That's right, the title of a song that fits in right with what I always tell people. This is Sheldon Rosengarten with Mark's Ben Store Realtors. Before you put your house on the market, I always tell people to talk to 2 to 3 real estate brokers to not only find out what they think of your home and its pricing, but more important, what they will do for you. And make sure that I am one of them. There are keys to my highly successful strategic marketing program that involve preparing your house for the market and being able to present it before any objections take place. I've done this for a long time, and my professional team has one goal in mind: to get you to the closing table making as much money as possible. But first, remember what people often say: when you want the job done, call Shell Done at 483-0546 or MemphisRelocate.com. Remember, how many more times? That's Shell Done at MemphisRelocate.com or 483-0546, and tell me the name of the band that sang that song.
Chris Price here with Metro Builders Roofing and Restoration. Let me ask you something. Are you seeing unsightly water spots on your ceiling, in your home, your office, or even worse, mold? Have you noticed shingles missing, pieces in your yard, or signs your roof just doesn't look right anymore? Here's the facts. What you see inside usually means there's already a bigger problem above you. At Metro Builders, we don't just guess, we inspect. Our team performs a full roof inspection right on site. We take detailed photos, document everything, and show you exactly what's happening with your roof. Whether it's a simple repair or a full replacement, don't let anyone tell you it needs to be replaced when all it needs is a repair. We offer free inspections, on-the-spot estimates, clear explanations, and yes, financing is available. Before a small issue turns into major damage, make the phone call that protects your home. Call me. 901-375-1717. That's 901-375-1717. Or check us out online at metrobuildersmemphis.com. Metro Builders Roofing and Restoration. We don't just build, we build world class.
Cleanliness is next to impossible unless you call Hilo Commercial Services. For 15 years, Hilo's dedicated team has been cleaning offices throughout the Mid-South. Hilo's janitorial services are customized to your business. Clean once, quarterly, or ongoing, and get the JRD guarantee. We clean until you're satisfied. Hilo Commercial Services, the biggest and the best in the Mid-South. Visit MrCleanTeam.com. That's MrCleanTeam, MrCleanTeam.com for Hilo Commercial Services.
That was one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
How you wake up on a Sunday morning.
One of the greatest smoke songs ever.
Yup. And it's also about Chicken Wow Wow song. Girl, let me give it to you, cause I ain't going to church. I got Sunday football, girl. Go on now, go.
Lead a rap into this thing.
I gotta tell you, Jay Morgan Harder has been fired up about the coaches. Pete Carroll and his great hair for an old man. Could you imagine looking that good as an old man? Having that much money, getting paid to get good job. John Harbaugh's chilling like a man. Raheem Mostert lost his job too, by the way. Can I ask you a question? Like, so they hired Arthur Smith and it was absolutely a disaster.
You know Raheem Mostert is the running back, right?
I meant Morris. Did I say Mostert? Yeah. Damn it. You know I do that all the time. Raheem Morris, the former head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. Defensive guy, had two great picks. Got two great defensive players first round this year because they don't draft defense. They just draft big, tall tight ends that can't catch, big, tall wide receivers that can't run, and then they pay like a dude, Kirk Cousins, millions of dollars to be their backup. Crazy organization, the Falcons. They're just like the Browns who got rid of Kevin Stefanski. Another organization that's been complete trash has been the Titans, man. It's been a long time. And he's such a terrible coach. Such a terrible coach since that loser with the mustache walked in the door. I don't even like talking about his name. But Jay Morgan Harder, I know you are fresh. I know you are fired up. I want to try to push back on one quick thing. I feel like John Harbaugh, because he is a leader of men, he would look at Amy Adams and say, woman, I don't know if you know, but nobody has it better than us. My dad coached football. My brother played football. I coached 18 years. We all got championships. And again, you a woman. I think he could probably run the organization better than Kevin Stefanski because as good as he is with quarterbacks, I feel like he has little backbone. Jay, what do you think?
The problem with that is that it's not even. It's not, I don't even think it's worth discussing because
there's no way in hell he goes from the Ravens to the Titans.
Well, but they decided on Nagy weeks ago. So, in terms of
you can't fire him. Come on,
they already decided. I mean, it's so dumb that they decided.
This can't be real.
About Nagy, but they clearly did. They clearly did. It's ridiculous.
It's not April 1st.
No, it's not. They decided on Nagy weeks ago, literally weeks ago, but while the season was still going on. they decided Matt Nagy was still was going to be the head coach. That's what all the reporting is saying. It's the dumbest crap I've ever seen in my life. I just don't understand how you make that decision. But but I think you're right. Why would you hire John Harbaugh or Kevin Stefanski? But it's not even worth discussing because
just hire Tim Walsh. He's not running anymore in Minnesota, right?
Yeah, but he's not a football coach.
Well, I know, but if you can embezzle billions of dollars, I mean, he can do something, can he?
He can embezzle billions of dollars. But so, the thing for me, the biggest gripe I had, if I could get back, I got Falcon thoughts too. I know we got to get out of here.
Let's go. Let's do it.
My last point for my good buddy Landon, although I'm not sure we're on good terms right now. I'm mad at this kid.
It's okay. He forgives everybody. He's like Jesus.
My last thing for him is he said he wants to hire a coach that's best for Cam Ward. And Cam Ward has had a tumultuous season. Okay? Terrible head coach, terrible defense around him, 10 feet of crap all around him. Okay? So you can't sit here and say, well, I know for sure he's not an NFL quarterback. But you damn sure can't say, he is an NFL quarterback. All we know for sure is if we don't keep it a buck, he ass right now. And so we can't keep him, and you can't hire a coach just with Cam Ward in mind. You need to know if he's the franchise quarterback. So if I could round this whole thing out right now, Landon, right now, your point, keep it a buck, is ass. And we don't need to keep going on this line of hiring coaches based on a quarterback that may or may not be in that seat going forward.
And by the way, their best wide receivers at Dyke.
Well, I can't speak to that, but in terms of Raheem Morris,
Dyke.
John,
that's his name. I was being serious.
But I can't speak to it, John. I just can't speak to that. I haven't done any reporting on that, so I can only comment on topics of which I've done reporting on, including this. Raheem, first-hand account. You put it all over the scroll. Bottom ticker, you got that bottom ticker. If you watch Sports 56 on YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and everywhere else you got it, put it on the scroll right now. I'm exclusively reporting Raheem Morris. That team improved, and him improved significantly down the stretch of the season. They finished, the defense really came to life. They were playing great football down the stretch of the season.
And Arthur Blank got impatient.
And he decided to fire him after game 9. Arthur Blank made the decision to fire him after game 9, which is crazy. And I have one rule, John. You can't fire a coach if you're playing good ball. That's my one rule in the NFL. You can't fire a coach if you're playing good ball. They're playing good ball. You never know about Michael Penix. He looked good when he was out there. He's got injury concerns. Kirk Cousins is going to renegotiate his contract to take less money. And now you've got 2 quarterbacks in there that can start for you. They're in a great spot. Maybe one of these head coaches, if they don't get the Giants, Harbaugh or Stefanski, they can go down south to Atlanta. How about that?
Darian? Oh, I'm good. Jay, I love you. I guess I got to
go. Uno momento. Good.
Oh, uno momento. Man, see, I don't know if you know this. I don't know sign language, bro.
But you throw gang signs.
Well, I know that.
Because he showed no did, didn't he?
I throw a gang sign every episode.
All right, John, you're a host like Drew Barrymore. This is where you tell, hey, Jay Morgan, where can people find you, John? We're less than a minute. Let's go.
Jay, he just asked you.
You have to knock on my door. You got to come here and knock on my door. That's the only place you can find me.
Come and knock on my door.
We'll be waiting for you.
I miss Susan Summers and Thigh Master just as much as you. I hope everybody has a great one. Jay, you got any parting words?
I don't have any parting words.
Say, get out there, make the world a better place. We'll see you on the flip side. You don't remember that?
Take Alabama and over.
He did it. We're taking Alabama and the over, and I'm going with Ole Miss against Arkansas and big parlay. Just hook them up. I'm hooking up everything with Ole Miss tomorrow because they whipping Miami like you won't even believe. I can't even look. Get out there, make the world a better place. See you on the flip side. Peace.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Come on and let the good times roll, y'all. Or as we say in Louisiana, laissez le bon temps rouler. The Orleans and the Ville with our made-from-scratch red beans, jambalaya, gumbo, po' boys, and made-fresh daily muffaladas. Right here in Collierville. Eat, drink, and stay for dessert like our homemade bread pudding with warm bourbon sauce. Monday through Friday, meat and two with homemade veggies. So